They used to grow women indoors, under ceilings painted with bucolic sunrises, in chilly, low-slung ranchers, in sturdy brownstones and bamboo lean-tos, and limestone caves and other claustrophobic spaces. But nothing grows in the dark, not really. The women who are growers of other women themselves know the limitations of darkness. The darkness they too faced, as seedlings without eyes. These desert women are something else. Your mother closes her eyes. You remember her telling you how the words would materialize on the backs of her eyelids, neon signs bursting from scintillating darkness. You wait for her to begin again. Attempt the patience you've never had. Your husband told you would have solved everything. You wait, and then you realize your mother is not composing anything. Your mother is asleep. The first story she ever wrote for you was the one about a pet store fish that was afraid of being bought because it thought it would drown in water it didn't know. How will I be able to tell that the water is safe and I'm still alive? The common Molly asked the swordtail. Hey, that's my name, you'd said, tracing your finger over the letters, admiring the steep orange scales, now yours because she had imagined them for you. Did you name me after the fish, or did you name the fish after me? You're looking out onto 17th Green, forehead flat against the $1,000,000 view. Where is that book? Where the hell did you put it? You can't recall all of the pages in sequence anymore, the charcoal and watercolor kelp beds mottled with fish. The memory is blanket darkness, infinite water. See, everything isn't in its right place. I've lost it. I've misplaced her. I'm losing what's left of her already. People weren't very happy about these desert women and their love of being outside. Men came from all over the world, women too, to try and harvest these desert women, to bring them back to their former ways of living. But it didn't work. The women had found a delightful strangeness they refused to give up. They had gotten to know sunlight. It had taught them to be more caring for their bodies, which contained brilliant ideas and infinite spirit. They rooted themselves deep into the sand, hard into the rock beneath. They refused to bend to anyone anymore. They forgot how to cower. As you can imagine, people didn't like this at all. They weren't used to being powerless over situations and God, and most especially over other people. A fish, a cactus, a non-cactus, a stalk of lavender, a red wagon, a leaf, a sprig of thorn mint, a honey-bee weeping, an Appalachian fox, an eel bed, a honeycomb, an orphan, and a bear, refusing to hibernate alone. Your mother has cast you as all of these things, and not in that order. When it's not supposed to be happening to you anymore, you try to shift the story into the third person. But the story becomes an interview you are terrified to answer. Was she a good mother? Who got her sick? What did the daughter do when her mother died? Don't take that first drink. You can't afford to forget another thing. Drive 2,731 miles to the desert where you almost die of thirst, and take a good look at the Ocotillo slim wood coach whip vine cactus, though it is no cactus at all, and say its name out loud. Ocotillo. Notice how dry the vowels are, how fast they travel when air carries no water. Say your name, the one she gave you. Recognize it at all cost. The syllables are dense and fertile, they are hardy and can withstand the drought. You drive, travel the lyrics of old songs as if they are roadmaps that will lead you back to voice. You spend an hour trying to locate a corner in Winslow, Arizona, only to realize that the corner is a state of mind. And what a wonderful thing it is. You still have a mind. The ocotillo is a cactus, but it finds a way to survive without abundance. without the excesses and impunities of other plants. How do you know so much? You are 28, newly married, a pile of broken body parts in the ICU that some brilliant doctors were able to put back together. I don't know anything. I am so stupid, you say. It is all you have been able to say since you woke up from the coma. Your mother leans over you. Molly, she says, looking at you with those eyes that have created crevices you've spent your whole life trying to enter. You are not like those other plants. You lean over your mother, slip more ice between her lips. Hundreds of women, she mumbles, eyes warm and wet. Thousands of them, all growing in desert sunlight, all living out of the dark. Their shadows, the most beautiful shapes no one has ever seen.